Hi everyone, my name is Simon O'Brien and welcome to our new edition of Who Will Win series, and it's going to be Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings versus Dumbledore from Harry Potter. Now, with this video, I'm actually going to cut it short here because of how very one-sided the whole matchup is, and I know it's hotly debated amongst Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter fans and all that, but no matter how hard you see it or how much you've seen this on terms of research, there is literally no way a certain character is going to lose here. It's just the difference in power is just so great. It's not really a close contest at all. So I'm just going to cut it to the chase here. I actually personally see Gandalf definitely winning this fight over Dumbledore. The thing is that Gandalf is basically like in terms of just Gandalf the Grey. Okay, we'll just go over Gandalf the Grey. He has defeated the Balrog and in Moria, and the Balrog is they are fallen Maya, who are near primordial spirits that were seduced by Melkor, aka Morgoth, and it eventually became lieutenants for the forces of evil against elvish armies and dwarves and all that. So yeah, Balrogs are very well feared for their status and all that, and eventually they can also create a lot of fire blasts and all. So, and Gandalf withstood some of these blasts, mind you. They can also create fire swords that Gandalf actually basically just shrugged off with his bubble shield, I'll mention later on. And yeah, it's just that the Balrog alone is basically outclasses anything that Dumbledore has achieved. I mean, Dumbledore basically defeated Voldemort and Grindelwald, and they're two of the most powerful dark wizards in the Potter universe, which is good, but the scope of their powers are kind of laughable here. Grindelwald is basically multi-building level in terms of power, and Voldemort probably is city level, but that's basically it, whereas the Balrog is basically mountain level. GG. There is no comparison between those two against the Balrog at all. And then you go, and this is actually just a normal Balrog. Higher ranked Balrogs are able to effortlessly destroy mountains and even cover entire battlefields with like fire spells and all that. So yeah, there's that. So Gandalf has defeated more powerful foes than Dumbledore, and now we have to go into the spells to see if Dumbledore can actually pull off a trick here. And unfortunately, I don't think he can do so, actually, because Dumbledore can try and turn Gandalf into a ferret or anything like that. Well, Gandalf is a shapeshifter as well, so that's nullified completely. And you'll be saying, okay, so Dumbledore could just use like water or fire attacks on Gandalf. Well, that sounds wonderful if Gandalf wasn't covered by an aura surrounding him from spells. And there was a time when Gandalf actually had his aura activated when Saruman actually fired a fire blast at him. And Saruman alone is another basically the same level of Gandalf in terms of power. So yeah. Gandalf just took a blast from basically like a demigod level character, and yeah. So good game, Dumbledore. There's basically no way you beat Gandalf in this matchup. And then you might be thinking, oh, what about the Avada Kedavra curse? That will work on Gandalf, right? That should give Dumbledore the win, right? No, it doesn't. The Avada Kedavra curse has never ever been used by Dumbledore in his life. He knows how to use it, but that's not in character for him to do so. But let's just say he does use it on Gandalf, right? It's supposed to be unblockable, right? So go through the bubble shield. Well, no, it doesn't. The thing is that the unblockable spell basically has been blocked by characters like Dumbledore and even Harry Potter himself. So and Harry Potter used Expelliarmus. It's not even unblockable at all. So it basically puts Dumbledore in a very, very dire situation against Gandalf. But mind you, I'm actually comparing Gandalf the Grey here, and now I'm just going to go into Gandalf the White now, who is vastly more powerful than Gandalf the Grey. Gandalf the White is basically like a Super Saiyan form of Gandalf the Grey, and it has way better stats than Gandalf the Grey. And what's interesting here is that Gandalf's powers as Gandalf the White is basically about like breaking opponents' weapons and all that. Like he did with Saruman. All he said was, Saruman, your staff is broken, and Saruman's staff was broken basically instantly. So when he sees Dumbledore, he'll be just saying, Dumbledore, your wand is broken. And yes, the wand is destroyed completely. And speaking of the wand, it's the Elder Wand that Dumbledore uses, and it supposedly makes Dumbledore unbeatable in combat, which is not true. Dumbledore himself said that anyone that uses the Elder Wand over the years has lost 100 battles with the Elder Wand, no matter how good it is and all that. Although it's supposed to save them from sacrifice and all that, and like it's supposed to make sure that the user is basically unable to be killed, but it has never said anything about it being indestructible. I mean, Harry himself broke the wand at the end of Deathly Hallows, so basically the Elder Wand is nothing compared to Gandalf's staff, which has done a lot of stuff too, like it can hold off attacks from the Balrog and all that. Well, Gandalf the Grey was used, and yeah. It can also create flares that scared off Nazgul, and Nazgul are one of the most powerful beings in Middle-earth, one of them being the Witch King, which is really cool. And with the staff, Gandalf can actually conjure enough force into his staff to create a shockwave around him that destroys armies in a very large distance. Yeah, I really don't see Dumbledore taking this at all. The sheer scope of Gandalf's powers are just too great. Dumbledore may be more versatile with his spells, but that's basically it. He has teleportation, but I believe it's with the help of the wand itself, or if he does do it without the wand, well, that's okay, but most of his most powerful spells are from the wand anyway. But eventually Gandalf's going to tag him with a flare, like stun him for a moment. Like, how can Dumbledore teleport away from if he doesn't know where he's going at, if he's blinded by the flare? So, yeah. So basically, Gandalf would win about 99.999% of the time here. And if you really want me to go for it, I will mention Elorion, which is Gandalf's true form. Elorion is basically one of the Maya that helped out the Valar create the Middle-earth universe. And he was partly responsible for creating Middle-earth itself. Let me get this straight, right? Elorion is basically above planet level in terms of power. This right here shows you how big of a stomp Gandalf versus Dumbledore is, okay? So, if you have to give Dumbledore his best stuff, you really have to give Gandalf his best stuff. Let's say, like, basically, I'm going to scale it here. This is Gandalf the Grey, and this is Dumbledore. Dumbledore is basically, still loses to Gandalf the Grey. I mean, Gandalf's power is too much and all that. And then we go to Gandalf the White and goes right up here. And then we go into, like, Elorion and... yeah, no contest. So, there's that. So, in my opinion, I have to say that Gandalf clearly wins this match. So, thank you guys for watching this very quick video. I know it's pretty, quick, but it's just that the nature of the fight is not really close at all. I mean, comparing Gandalf and Dumbledore is a common theme, because I know that they're two of the most powerful wizards of their own universes, but it's just that the scope of the Lord of the Rings is just too great for Harry Potter to handle, and this is like a good example for it. And yeah, that's basically it. Now, as for next time, it's going to be Yang Xiaolong from Ruby, again, versus Joseph Joestar from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, I'm going to go for a fourth right here. I'm going to use Joseph Joestar from Battle Tendency Part 2, not from Stardust Crusaders onwards, because it's just that he does the most feats in Battle Tendency. He's also his most well-known form and all that. Although I know everyone likes the Stardust Crusaders Joseph Joestar, but it's just that I think the Battle Tendency version is more on Yang's level, because if we use the Stardust Crusaders version of Joseph Joestar, then probably would beat Yang anyway. But still, I think it will be much closer if it's Yang versus Joseph Joestar. So there's that. So thank you guys for watching.